मॉर्निंग बच्चों, आज हम अपने ईवीएस के नेक्स्ट चैप्टर की रीडिंग करने वाले हैं। चैप्टर 6 ग्रोइंग फूड। चैप्टर 6 ग्रोइंग फूड। All living things need food. Food helps the organisms to grow. It gives them the energy to perform various activities. We get food from both plants and animals. We have already learned that green plants are called the producers. They can produce their own food. They provide food to all other living things. With the increase in human population, the demand for food has also increased. In order to provide food to such a large population, regular production and storage of food is required. Farming in India. India is an agricultural country. Nearly 70% of the population of India lives in villages. Agriculture is their main occupation. Types of farming. Commercial farming. Some farmers own large farmlands. They grow large quantities of food crops which they sell in the market. This type of farming, in which food is grown in surplus to sell in the market for profit, is called commercial farming. Subsistence farming. In contrast, small farmers barely manage to raise enough food to meet the needs of their family members. This type of farming that meets basic survival needs of people is called subsistence farming. Very few farmers own a land. Most farmers work on the land of other people on daily wages, or they are given pieces of land on rent or lease. If a farmer is unable to pay the rent, he sometimes has to give some part of the crop grown by him to the landlord. Mixed farming. Some farmers have very large fields that can be used to grow crops as well as rear animals like goats and cows. This is called mixed farming. Crop production. When plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale is called a crop. For example, a crop of rice or paddy means that all the plants grown in a field are of rice. The climatic conditions in India vary from one place to another. Hence, a variety of crops are grown in different parts of the country. Types of crops. There are three major types of crops grown in different seasons in India: Kharif crops, Rabi crops and Zaid crops. Kharif crops. The crops which are grown in rainy season from June to September are called Kharif crops. For example, paddy, rice, groundnut, cotton, maize, soyabean, etc. Rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season from October to March are called Rabi crops. For example, wheat, pea, mustard, gram, linseed, etc. Side crops. The crops that are grown for a short period of time are called Zaid crops. They are grown between the harvest of the Rabi crops and the sowing of the Kharif crops. For example, seasonal fruits and vegetables. Stages of crop production. The cultivation of crops involves a series of activities. These activities are known as agricultural practices. The various agricultural practices are: preparation of soil. The soil is first loosened using plows or tractors. The process of loosening or turning of the soil is called tilling or plowing. It has the following advantages: it allows deep penetration of the roots. It helps in the growth of earthworms and microbes. Nutrient-rich soil comes back to the top, which benefits the growth of plants. Sowing of seeds. Good quality, healthy seeds are selected to sow. Seeds are sown at a distance to prevent their overcrowding. Nowadays, farmers use high-yielding variety (HYV) of seeds developed by scientists, which are disease resistant. These seeds yield good quality crops, however, they require more water. Adding manure and fertilizers. The substances which are added to the soil to add nutrients to it for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. They are added because growing crops continuously makes the soil nutrient deficient. Lack of sufficient nutrients in the soil result in the production of weak crops. Manure and fertilizers replenish the soil with nutrients. Irrigation. Water is important for the proper growth of crops. Germination of seeds does not take place in dry conditions and the distribution of rainfall is different at different places. Thus, for production of good quality crops, fields are watered regularly. The extra supply of water to the crops by artificial means at regular intervals is called irrigation. The sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, rivers, lakes, dams and canals. There are various methods of irrigation like drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, etc. Harvesting. The process of cutting and gathering crops after they are mature is called harvesting. The crops are pulled out or cut close to the ground. It is done either manually using sickles or by using machines. Threshing and winnowing. Threshing is the process of loosening the edible part of the crop from the scaly unedible chaff that surrounds the crop. It can be done manually or by using machines. In winnowing, the threshed crops are tossed in the air to separate the lighter particles of chaff, dirt and even pests from them. It is done using a winnowing fan. Storage. The harvested crops need to be kept safe from moisture, insects and rats. Hence, they need to be stored safely. Some steps for proper storage of crops are: the grains are dried in the sun to reduce moisture in them. Farmers store grains in jute bags or in metallic bins. The large-scale storage of grains is done in silos and granaries to protect them from pests like rats and insects. Agriculture. In olden days, farmers used to depend only on climatic conditions of a region to grow crops. With changing time and requirements, the techniques of agriculture have also changed to ensure a better yield of crops. Also, the farmers can now grow crops that are in demand and give better yields in the market. Better quality, high-yielding seeds are used by farmers today. Traditional farming implements were sickles, plows, drawn by bullocks, etc. Nowadays, modern machinery like tractors, seed drills, combine harvesters, etc. are used. Water wheel has been replaced by tube wells and canals for watering the crops. Besides manure, chemical fertilizers and compost are being used today. Assistance from the government. Most farmers need financial assistance for modern agricultural practices. To improve the life of farmers, the following steps should be taken by the government. Agricultural loans should be made easily available to farmers at low interest rates. Adequate irrigation facilities should be provided to them. Good quality seeds, fertilizers, machines, etc. should be made available at subsidized prices. Farmers should be ensured a good price for their produce. Bengal famine. Famine is an extreme shortage of food due to many natural causes such as earthquakes, cyclones, droughts, floods, or less rainfall. It can also occur due to man-made causes such as wars or ignorance from the government's end. One example of the worst man-made famines is the Bengal famine. The Bengal famine happened in 1943 during the Second World War. India was under the British rule during this time. Britishers were afraid of the fact that the Japanese would invade India through Bengal. Therefore, they planned to burn the rice fields in Bengal so that the Japanese army will be left with nothing to eat. They also stopped the supply of grains to Bengal. No food was distributed for common man, due to which almost 3 million people in Bengal died because of starvation, malnutrition, and diseases. Thank you.